It's the penultimate episode. Let's go into this motherfucker. Now, one day before Halloween, Bruce the crazy hitchhiker, serial killer, nutcase from last episode, survived en route to Camp Redwood. The girls cut his thumbs off, tied him to a lamppost, and left him to die. That's one hell of a way to die. They were like, so you just can't hitchhike anymore. So he was driving, he's been all taped up and everything like that, and he's driving on the way to Camp Redwood. He picks up a hitchhiker, a woman, and they're driving along, and he's being creepy like he usually is, and they start hearing banging from the boot, like screaming, and so the girl's like, what's that in the boot? And he's just like, wait one sec, pulls over, kills her, and the other woman tries to do a runner, kills her as well. He then, on the way there, meets Ramirez, and Bruce proper fangirls over him, and it's like, I'm your biggest fan, I endeavour to be like you, let me be like you, we can team up, do what we ever want. So Ramirez recruits Bruce to kill Jingles. Rita and Brooke are still en route to Redwood. They encounter Stacy, a reporter, at this little calf, and at first they're just like, oh, I don't know you, but I heard you going to Camp Redwood, hope you have a great time, let's chat. And as they're leaving, Brooke says to Rita, I bet she knows who I am. Lo and behold, she does. And so she basically blackmails them to be like, take me with you. And Brooke's like, okay, you have to drive us to Camp Redwood, and I will tell you everything, but as long as you give me a good story. And she was like, yep, I will tell you everything, because she is a reporter and she wants to know what really happened. When they get to Camp Redwood, Stacy is eventually killed by Ramirez and Bruce, because Brooke actually wanted to kill Stacy just to prove a stupid point about that she would come back. But Rita stops Brooke, Stacy legs it, and is caught by Ramirez and Bruce. And then Ramirez and Bruce meet Margaret, and Margaret then recruits Ramirez and Bruce. This series is nuts. So Margaret recruits them to kill every single singer, every single band that's coming to this festival, because why not? Because the more people she kills, it becomes a slaughterhouse, and that will become another tourist attraction, which will bring more and more crazy murder tourists to Camp Redwood, which will make her a hell of a lot of money, because serial killers attract crowds. Horrible sights of murder attract crowds, and this is what she's going to be capitalizing on, because that's what she's been doing since she left Camp Redwood 5 years ago. Jingles then kills himself. Later in the episode, Jingles kills himself to be able to fight Ramirez, because Ramirez will be able to kill him, and then that'll be over. Because Ramirez is controlled by Satan, and because he has that power, Jingles will just be gone. But if he kills himself at Camp Redwood, he will keep coming back, being able to fight Ramirez. He is then dragged under the lake by his brother. His brother finally shows up, drags him underwater, and then he appears on the side of the lake, in the beach, and his mum and brother are like, stay with us, and we will live here happily ever after as a family. Because the brother, Bobby, never grew older, so he's still 6 years old, and he just still wants to have fun with his big brother. That's the penultimate episode. I won't be telling the last episode. You gotta watch that for yourself. That'll be my honest review.